Hey, it's Monday, May 3rd, and you're watching The Great Lost Rewatch. Today we are talking about the Season 6 episode, The Last Recruit. There were a lot of people in this centric episode, so it's a everybody-centric episode, I guess. Much like we said before, in the Splash Sideways, everybody is converging, except we were saying that it was going to be at the hospital. But we know now that it's both at the hospital and at this law office, or office building of some sort, where Jack and his son David and Claire and Desmond and Alana all are. Everybody else is at the hospital. Son, Jin, John, Ben. Well, not everybody else, I guess, because Kate, Sawyer, Saeed are all at the police station, and Miles. So what I want to spend a little bit of time talking about is the parallel imagery between this episode and old episodes. Many old episodes. Like, for instance, when Jack jumps off the boat in this episode, it's very reminiscent of when Sawyer jumps off of the helicopter in There's No Place Like Home. If you look at the pictures, it's... When Claire comes up to the dock and is pointing the gun at everyone on the boat, that's kind of very reminiscent of when Ben comes up and is pointing a gun at Penny and Desmond in that one episode, Dead is Dead. And then really the last big one that I noticed was when Jack gets blown up, when the bomb hits right near Jack and he gets thrown, and then Locke comes and is talking to him. It's very reminiscent of when Claire was in the house that got bombed by the mercenaries in The Shape of Things to Come. Oh, and then in The Flash Sideways, Sawyer and Kate's relationship is kind of this banter, kind of dislike of each other banter, but there's a sexual tension there. Very reminiscent of season 1, right? So in this episode we got our big answer, or big revealer for this episode, was that Smokey was in fact what was Christian Shipperd leading Jack to the water, and I believe he's telling the truth there. But then people are asking, how was it that he was on the boat because he can't go over water when Michael blew up the T4 or whatever it was to blow up the freighter, and then how was he at St. Sebastian's when Jack was having his issues, when he saw him, when the smoke detector was going off, and then he sees Christian Shipperd in the hospital. I'm going to go with Occam's razor on this one, and then the simplest answer is usually the right one, and that is that he's lying about something. He's lying about his abilities to go over water or be elsewhere, or it just wasn't him. He may have been the one that led Jack to the water, but it wasn't him the other times. Simple as that. I'm not going to try to ration my way around something, because we know this guy has been lying. We've caught him in a couple lies in a couple of episodes. And I don't want to logic my way into some answers that just don't make sense. Like, I don't want to do it. So that's my thought on that part of the episode. People were questioning the fact that Saeed actually died and now is a recruit of the man in Locke, Smokey, whereas Claire hasn't died. But I think she did, and when the bomb exploded in the house that she was in that I was talking about earlier, I think she died, and I think maybe Jack is now dead. I hope not. That would be sad. But that's my crazy theory of this week, that I actually kind of don't want to come true, but it's stressing me out. Otherwise, it was an awesome episode. Loved it. I love multi-person-centric episodes like this. We can see it all kind of coming together. We're obviously gearing up for the end of the season. Things are kind of converging. Everything that rises must converge. In your pants. Tomorrow's episode is called The Candidate. I don't know who it's about. I will see you guys next week. Bye.
We're gonna need to watch that again.
So I was driving home from class today, and I got cut off by this woman, and then I saw that she had a Dharma Station sticker on the back of her car, so I couldn't even be mad at her.